Yeah, what's up? I decided to go live on YouTube, and as y'all can see by the title, we're gonna be talking about relationships and what Unispaces is trying to gain from it. Yes. Anyways. I forgot to do a L streamer. I'm assuming this might be found. If not him, definitely Austin. Only people I could think of that would say some stupid shit. Okay, dude. Here, Daisy, I made you a mod, and LaTroy, you're now a mod. Okay, there. I forgot to what's it called? At the server, no. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Everyone. On YouTube. Okay, we're good. You know what? It was in Discord playing. Bruh. How are you? I'm pretty good. How are you, LaTroy? I forgot I had this world, and I forgot what these people fucking do. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played this in so long. I have to, like, look through the tabs and stuff. What the fuck? They just scared the shit out of me. Okay, so as you guys guessed, we're gonna be talking about relationships. As you see on the screen, there's a little bit of some relationships going on. Let's see if these people have relationships. Oh, she does have a relationship. She's dating. Is this the tattooed dude? Or is this the fancy blonde bitch? I can't remember. I can't. Let's open a sim profile. Oh yes, this is the. Oh, it's a blonde guy. Oh, he's cute. Man. Let's see Lalani. Damn, Lalani don't got no friends or nothing. Down bad. Oh, never mind. There she is. Madison McNair. I think Madison McNair lives with them. Yeah, she does. And then it's Maggie Bass, Danielle Vaughn, and Jennifer Kang, and Lalani Mehdi. So she doesn't have a relationship either. Down bad. Where's Jennifer? Oh, that is Jennifer. Okay, so before we get started on this, I wanted to remember the life that I've made for these Sims. Okay, these people, I've been focusing too much on their college life, and that I literally did not give them any type of relationships or anything. And this one's in real time, so they do age accordingly. Okay, and then these people have relationships. They just have people that they're talking to. Okay. And this is the house I built. This is a sorority house I built. And these are their bedrooms. I'll just give you guys a little tour. This is Madison's room. This is Danielle's room. I very much remember these. I remember now I'm pretty sure this is Jennifer's room. This is Maggie's room. And this one has to be the other girl's room, which I forgot her fucking name. I'm pretty sure it's Lalani's room. This one. And this is the laundry room. Anyways. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about what we came here to talk about, chat. We're going to be talking about relationships. And on the Uni channel, as you guys know, Uni is different from Uni Spaces. I discuss a little bit more harder topics to discuss on this channel, along with art. It's a lot more art than my Twitch channel. My Twitch channel has become more gaming oriented, but don't worry, it's about to become mostly art oriented. In a little bit, with occasional gaming streams, because I don't want it to be just art, because some people find that kind of shit boring, and then sometimes commentating and things of that nature. So that's basically how this is gonna go, because like I said, I want to be an artist. I am an artist already, but I want that to be my full-on career path. That's what I want to be, my full-time job, not like a side job that I do alongside another job. I want it to be my actual job, something that I can actually live off of besides doing art and then something else, because art is my passion, and I would like to devote all of my time and energy into just doing art instead of doing something that I don't really like doing. I prefer to do something I love for the rest of my life instead of just doing something I don't like and being upset and depressed all the time and angry because I didn't get to live the life that I wanted when I had all this time in my prime to do the things that I wanted. So that's why I'm really grinding on YouTube and Twitch right now, because these are the career paths that I've chosen for myself. So any flaws, anything that's fucked up that comes with those type of jobs, you know, you have to be willing to combat those things head on and run straight into the flames with it, because if you really want something, if you really care about something, you're gonna have to run straight through fire for it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's the career I've chosen. So any hate, backlash, and bullshit that I receive, I have to just accept those things, because that's all that comes with the job of streaming, being a YouTuber, and being an artist. Because even being an artist gets you hate and harassment and bullshit, because some people are pressed because they wish they could draw like you, or there are people that are good artists but they're assholes and they condemn other people because they're not on their level, or they're not as great as the other person, so they condemn them and they treat them with disrespect. I personally don't disrespect artists if they're not on my level. The only time that I will ever in my life criticize an artist is if I'm trying to give them fair criticism, which helps them, constructive criticism, and I don't give criticism unless a person asks. Now, sometimes if I feel like it's gonna really, really, really help them, then I'll just give them criticism without asking. Which normally criticism is gonna come whether you ask for it or not, but there are some times when, you know, some people don't really want criticism, especially when it's their first time. Some people really don't like hearing what's wrong with their artwork. Some people would just prefer to learn on their own than have other people correct them, because some people, if they feel embarrassed. I don't mind getting criticism as long as it's actually fucking criticism and not bullshit. I don't really care. As long as you don't say stupid shit to me, I don't fucking care, to be honest. Like, if you're actually saying something worthwhile and helpful and something that's gonna actually help me in my career, then go ahead. You're more than welcome to share your opinion. But if you're not going to say anything worthwhile and constructive that can actually help support the channel and support the Spacers community, then I don't want to hear shit you gotta say, because it's stupid as fuck to me. And I don't want to hear dumb shit. I want to hear winning shit. I want to hear W shit. I don't want to hear stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear actual good shit. Stuff that's going to be beneficial. Oh, wait, hold on. I'll be back. have some art to upload very quickly, so give me a second. Okay, I did what I wanted. I was supposed to go on Twitter and do something else, and then I got stuck on something else. I'm sorry, chat. I'm no lying. Sorry, I had to mute myself. I was sneezing. I like sneezing on my mic because shit's gross. I need to start making like a professional portfolio. I know that this literally has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now, but I just felt like I should. I just felt like I should tell you guys that. Anyways, let's go back to what the fuck we were doing, because a bitch is just not doing what the fuck she's supposed to be doing. Anyways, let's talk about relationships. So today I wanted to talk about relationships and what I want out of it. Now, occasionally on YouTube, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live and we're going to talk about relationships. Sometimes I'm going to give advice. Sometimes we're going to do other stuff. I'm already technically going to do an advice video, but it's going to be in the form of an animated story time, which you guys are going to have to wait a while because, you know, animations are very time consuming and very stressful. And if I have things to do, that can be very conflicting and I have to wait. And that's why I said I would prefer this to be my main career. But of course, with art, you know, you have to wait for clients. You can't just force people. It's different when you, I mean, you have to wait for clients anywhere. But like, you see, when you work at a regular job, you get paid for just being there, even if customers don't approach you. But see, when you're an artist, you have to literally wait for your income to fly into your hands, which is fucking annoying. But it's, although I make money from doing an artist, but it's only enough to know, you know, get an apartment. I would eventually like to live in a home. It's only enough to get an apartment, but I would prefer to live in a home than live in an apartment, to be completely honest. But I don't mind living in an apartment. It's just, to be honest, I don't think I would like living in an apartment by myself because it would feel uncomfortable and fucking weird. Thank you. I appreciate it, Ovio. It just, I don't know, like, I'm not the type of person that can live by themselves. Not that I feel like I would do any harm or bad things by myself. It's just I feel uncomfortable. Now, if it was a home, I feel like I have more control over it and I feel more secure living there. But as with an apartment, I would prefer to have a roommate, someone that I could trust. And the only person I could probably trust would probably be Glizzy or Andros or L or anybody in Team Mystic, to be exact. I could live with pretty much anybody in Team Mystic. But I don't know about by myself. It just feels awkward, especially since, I mean, I'm used to being by myself, but it just feels awkward as fuck, if I'm being honest. It just feels very odd, which is why I have a hard time deciding on where I want to live. And then I also have cats, which is kind of a problem as well, because you can't just bring a cat everywhere. And I don't want to leave my cats with my family, because my family members are either allergic to cats or they don't fuck with cats, and that's kind of an issue. So yeah, that sucks. Also, later, if you already follow me on Twitch, I am going to be going live later on Twitch, and I'm going to do some art on there. I'm going to start doing the process of animation to show you guys how I do my animations exactly whenever I'm on my tablet, and how I do my animations when I'm on PC. The PC version is going to be a lot different than when I'm on tablet, so take that in mind. And I'm also possibly going to do a phone edition, but phone edition is a little bit too complicated for me. So if I do that, I'll probably do that when I decide on the apartment. I'll probably do that at the apartment, because it's going to be a little bit harder, and I don't have that much space to do that right now, because I don't really want you guys to see the amount of fucking boxes and suitcases that I have in here. It just looks fucking ridiculous, if I'm being honest, and I have too many clothes and shoes and shit, and I'm probably gonna get rid of them because I don't fuck with that kind of shit. But, and I also have like a tower of art sketchbooks. Like, it's actually insanity, like how many art sketchbooks I have. Like, that's how devoted I am to my work. I love my work. I love everything that I do art wise. I do not care. Art is art, and that is all for me. So yeah, so that's the thing. And yeah, so I'm gonna start animation process with you guys on stream today. So I probably might start that at maybe 8 o'clock, because it's like 5 o'clock my time right now, so about 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna take like a little break after I do this stream, and then I'm gonna go on Twitch, go live, and show you the animation process. So next stream, I'm gonna do the actual process of animating. So you're gonna see me do all the frames step by step. This stream, I'm gonna show you how I do art. So this is the tablet stream, how I do animations on a tablet. When I do PC is gonna be all together at the same time, and we're not gonna have to skip around a lot, because when you're doing animation on a tablet, you don't have to, but it's much easier, and it's less irritating. To my personal experience, it's less irritating if you do it on two separate things. So I'll draw on, let's say, Medibang, right? I'll figure out what the animation is, which I have to write a storyboard, which is why this is kind of stressful, as you can tell. It's very stressful. And you have to, you know, write, and then after you write, you go and sketch it on paper, and after you sketch it on paper, you take a picture of it, then you add it in Medibang, IBS, Sai, Paint Tool. It doesn't matter what you use, just any of your art applications, just upload it there. Then you go over it, ink it, flat color, shade, and you're good. Thank you, LaTroy, I appreciate it. WMod. So yeah, that's basically all the processes. And y'all already know how my realism art process is. I've showed you guys that, because I feel like some people don't be believing that I do the shit that I do. That's why I record it, so people know that I actually draw these things. Like, I'm actually talented. Like, I actually do these. I've studied for years, and I'm happy that the payoff has been this great with my talent. The talent was always there. Even as a child, the talent was always there. It's just like I tell people, talent, it doesn't matter if you're not gifted or not. You can be a person that's not even good at something, but make yourself good at it. Because there are people that are talented and let their talent go to waste because they refuse to polish and perfect that talent. If you polish and perfect something, you can almost become a perfect being, but perfect is not real. You can't be perfect. You can get close to perfect. You can be superb, you can be excellent, you can be fantastic, but you cannot be perfect. No one is perfect. So what I want to say is, I want to be fantastic, I want to be superb, I want to be all of those things, but I can't be perfect, so I gotta pick one of the other words. Which is why I'm talking about relationships in the first place, because, you know, your girl is not perfect. And like I said in Twitch, I've said this on Twitch multiple times, I'm not a perfect person, and I know I'm not perfect by any means. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, if you've watched my older videos, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not a perfect person by any means. And like I said, when you see these animated story times that I'm about to drop, you're gonna see I'm not a perfect person by any means. I'm not a bad person, but I'm not a perfect person either. And I don't like saying I'm a good person because I just think that's weird to say because you're just floating your own boat at that point. But I think I'm not a bad person, but I'm also not an entirely good person. I feel like I'm in the middle. Like I'm very mid on terms of personality, like and stuff like that. I feel like not personality. I don't think my personality's mid. I think I'm funny as fuck. I think I'm cool sometimes. And sometimes I think I could be very lame sometimes too. I'm not gonna lie. Like there are times when I'm very lame. Like if I'm in a bad mood, I can be a lame friend. And I can be a lame bitch. Like I'm not gonna be an asshole to my friends, but I can be very lame, very mood killer sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. And I think everybody can be a mood killer and very lame. But what I'm looking for in a relationship is very simple. And when I say this, a lot of females feel very awkward because a lot of females don't agree with me. And I know there are a lot of females that probably would agree with me, but what I look for in a relationship is odd. I'm not looking for height. So I don't care how tall a man is. A man could be literally short and I don't give a fuck because height is height and that's not something that you can fucking control. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that you can control. So I mean, why look for something that a person can't control, if that makes sense? Like I don't understand why some females do that. Like don't look for things that a person can't control. That's kind of dumb if you really think about it, because there's no way they can ever fix that, and then you're also killing someone's self-confidence because you're doing that. And I find that really fucked up and disrespectful, to be completely honest. So I don't really care. um I personally like bigger men, like thicker men, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind being with a thin man or a buff man. I wouldn't mind, but my preference is more of like a bigger man, not like overly overweight, but like like middle, like they're thick. You don't have to have abs. You don't have to have a little six pack going. You don't have to be buff. You don't have to be toned. You just gotta be okay. You know what I'm saying? You can be average and still be okay. Like I said, you can be complete average and be okay. You can have a little bit of weight on you and still be okay. You know what I'm saying? So as far as body type goes, I don't really care per se. Now there is a limit where I'm like, okay, yeah, I probably wouldn't date you, but like I said, I'm never going to just shit on those things. And like I said, there are some health factors. That's what I said. I like chubby men. Exactly, chubby men are good. People be on their head for no reason. I like chubby men. I think they're adorable and they're cute and stuff like that. So yeah. And also the reason I say I wouldn't judge somebody for these things, because what would I look like judging a man for their height when I'm literally short as fuck my damn self? I'm literally 5'4". So me talking about a man's height would be crazy to me, if you really think about it. So I don't really care about height. But to be honest, most of the men that try to date me or approach me are normally tall. But I don't care about height. And most of the guys I like, they just happen to be tall. I don't like them because they're tall. I just flock to their personality naturally. Because there's some people, they could be very attractive and be extremely fucking annoying. Like I said this all the time. And I know you guys heard me say this on Twitch multiple times. I say this all the time. Damn, you were so attractive before you opened your mouth. And that's how it is with some people. You're so attractive till you talk. Like some people look so good, and the minute they speak, everything goes out the window. You don't want to date them anymore. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's obviously there are people shorter than me, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's harder for me nowadays to find people shorter than me, because it's weird. Like whenever I go somewhere, everybody's taller than me, and it's the most awkward feeling because I feel awkward. Like you know what I'm saying? Oh my. Stupid. Ooh. I'm 5'4". I'm 5'4". Have y'all ever? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna save that for. I'm gonna say I have a conversation for y'all on Twitch. I'm gonna ask y'all later, but not right now. Hold on. Tweaking. Ooh. Okay. Oh, you're 5'7". Yeah, you're taller than me by like 3 inches. I don't know why, but even like to me personally, like 3 inches is like tall. Like to me personally, like even that's tall. That's like if you can feel the difference, you can feel it for real. And it's just like I don't know. I just feel awkward, bro. When I'm near a lot of tall people, it just feels really weird. And Daisy said you're 5 foot. I think she's actually the only person in the clan that's shorter than me. And like it took me long enough to finally find someone that I can be taller than because it feels weird when you're the leader. It's just awkward, especially when you're a leader and then you're the short person in there, because then like everybody can see, oh, and that's obviously the leader. It just feels weird. But you know what I'm saying? I'm used to being the short one in the group. I noticed. But what I was going to say was, I don't care about height. I don't care about weight. And I know there are some people waiting for the nitty gritty of the conversation. I know there are people waiting for this, and I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I don't care about dick size. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. Unless, and like I said this yesterday, and a lot of people agree with me when I said this, because this is factual. You can have a small dick and still be okay in a relationship. No one cares about that. It's just the energy that you give off. Because if you give off small dick energy, you have a big dick, a girl's not gonna want to fuck with you because you're giving off little dick energy. And if you know what little dick energy means, then that means that you're just being a little bitch. Which, it's just a common term to say you're acting like a bitch. It doesn't mean that people with little dicks act like bitches. It's just a term, and personally, I don't know. I don't really care. Like I said, I don't care. That's what I'm saying. I don't like when they're too big. That's psychotic. Like that's literally psychotic. And guys with like overly huge dicks literally be like, "Oh, girls like this," and I'm like, "No, they don't, dude. I really don't like that kind of shit. Like that's a little too much, bro. Like I don't really care, to be honest. As long as you're not micro scaling. Okay, micro scaling, I'm not gonna lie, that's a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there gotta be a little bit of something there. Like, I'm not gonna lie, anything below 2 inches is crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's crazy. Like, nah, low key, anything below 3 inches is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm like, yeah, because you really don't have anything to put there if you think about it. But, yeah, I don't really care, to be honest. It's not like something that I think about when I go straight into a relationship. It's not something that's not the first thing I think about. If you do, that's fine, okay, and like you said, and like we both agreed on, if you have an overly large dick, that will sometimes pose a threat in a relationship because I don't want to be in pain while I'm doing things with you. I would rather feel comfortable and not in pain, so I'm good on that. So yeah. So that covers that. That's how I feel about that. Now, a premise of a good relationship for me is if you can follow these things, and I will not care. I'll care what you do, obviously, because if you cheat on me, I'm gonna go the fuck off on you, and I'm gonna probably fuck you up. But I'm gonna be honest, dude. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I probably won't hit you, but I'm gonna fuck you up mentally though for doing me like that. I'm gonna make sure that you regret doing that to me. You're not gonna cheat on me and think I'm gonna be like, damn, this nigga cheated on me. Damn, that's a W. No, I'm not doing that. You got me fucked up. I'm gonna make sure that you feel the loss. Because that's fucked up. Like, obviously, I'm gonna feel the loss because you cheated. So, nah. I'm gonna care what you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna care about exactly what you do because I feel like there are certain levels in a relationship where you don't need to be up someone's ass. Yep, I'm trying new things, L. You know me. I don't want to be up a guy's ass because I feel like by being up your partner's ass, you kind of make them feel suffocated if you really think about it because you're doing a little too much. And I don't want to be that person that's doing a little too much. And I learned from my last relationship, if you're overly caring, some people get annoyed by you being overly caring. So I'm at that point where I almost don't even want to be caring, because by me checking in on my significant other so much and caring about them was enough for them to feel suffocated, because I cared about them drinking and driving and getting high and sitting in the middle of fucking forests at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning. So on my part, I'm gonna date a person that's not a fucking drug addict and see how that goes. Because honestly, I feel like that might be the problem there. Maybe I shouldn't lower my kindness or things of that nature because of a other person. What I think I might do is I'm just gonna find people that fit in my category. Unfortunately, we can't help who we fall in love with. So there will be times where you fall in love with a person and they might have a very shit personality, but you didn't know that at first. Yeah, addiction does suck. I do have currently addiction to something. It's not something, well, it can be life threatening if you do it at an extreme level. It can be very life threatening, but I wrote very specific. Okay, yes, because he was literally drinking and I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not going to violate him like that because I've already violated him enough. So, yeah. Although honestly, he deserves to be ranted on for hours and hours and hours for the amount of fucked up shit he's done to me in our relationship. But I'm not even gonna violate him anymore. That's good. I'm glad you're clean. Because addiction is scary. Like I said, I'm currently addicted to caffeine, which caffeine can't, well, it can kill you. Technically it can, because it can cause your heart to do a little too much and you can have a heart attack and die. I just personally don't know what it is about caffeine. Like, I like caffeine so much that I would probably take a pill for caffeine just to get it's just the adrenaline I get off of caffeine. And that's kind of insane to say, but I just love caffeine. It'll range from sodas to coffees. Anything that has caffeine in it, I'll drink it. I don't care if it's just caffeine, but I'll drink it. It's kind of psychotic, to be honest. Oh my god. Wait, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. Like I said, I'm always glad to see people come be clean and stuff. Hopefully I can break this habit off of caffeine, because I'm not gonna lie, that shit's kind of crazy, bro. Breaking that habit of that. Oh, I really hope I can. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's why I can't go to sleep. Now that I think about it, I don't even think I have what I think I have. I think it's because of the caffeine, the consistent drinking of caffeine. It kind of throws. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of throws it off. Caffeine, nicotine, and pure hydrate of the day is the lifeblood of all service members. Hmm. So you welcome. So you welcome caffeine. I personally am trying to get rid of my caffeine because that's all I drink. I'm being that ass when I tell you guys that's all I drink every day is caffeine. I mean, I drink water, obviously. Like, I drink a lot of water, and I think that's why I have not had kidney failure yet, is because I drink a lot of water. Because if I didn't drink a lot of water, I'd probably have kidney failure, I'm not gonna lie, because the amount of caffeine that I drink is fucking insane. And also because I drink so much caffeine, it causes me to gain weight, and I don't even eat that much, and that's what really pisses me the fuck off. And like, this is like a side rant off of relationships. This has nothing to do with relationships, but it just really pisses me off that people say this type of bullshit. It's really annoying. Like, the thing about me is I'm not fat. Well, I'm not fat at all, but the problem is, like, my front makes me look fat because I have, you know, let's just say I have melons. Yeah, that's true. Caffeine's better than that. The only thing about caffeine is caffeine makes me gain weight, and that's why I don't fuck with caffeine. Like, I drink it. No, I'm not built. I don't know how to explain it, but on a non-TMI manner, I have large melons. I have large melons, so that makes me look overweight from a front perspective, but I'm not. Because, like, when I take my clothes off, my stomach is flat. It's just boobs. And it makes me look like I'm overweight, and it's very upsetting because people disrespect me a lot because they think that I'm overweight, but I'm not. Because, like, if I wear fitted clothing, people can normally tell, oh, she's not even fat, it's just melons. And that's kind of the problem I have. And, like, don't get me wrong, I love my melons. Um, yeah, I think it's because I don't do the lemon part ill. I do just coffee without lemon, and that might be the problem. I think it's because I do so much of it. It's crazy because I don't eat. I don't eat a lot of food. And that's what makes me upset because people say, oh, you just eat a lot, that's why you're obese and all this other shit. I'm not even obese. Like, I swear to God, like, I'm pretty sure you guys seen that one stream when I lifted up my shirt for a second. My stomach is flat. I just have, like, my melons covered, and it makes me look obese. And it just looks really odd. I basically am all tatas. I'm not even gonna lie. Basically all I am is tatas. That's like my whole entire body is just tatas. And it's weird because, like, there's been a movement where people don't appreciate melons anymore. All about it's all about cake, not melons. So, like, it just feels weird when all you have is melons and people don't appreciate melons, and it's just like, damn. I know they're like, I'm not saying I'm flat ass. I don't have a flat ass by any means, but, like, it just is weird because I have, like, an outstanding ratio of melon to cake. It's like making a cake, a fruit cake, but then the ratio of cake to melon is like crazy. Like, there's so much fruit in the cake that you barely taste cake. Even though there's a lot of cake there, there's just too much melon that it overpowers the cake, if that makes sense. But, like, that's literally me. Like, Daisy basically summed it up. Basically all tatas. Like I said, I'm aware of my body, and that's why I don't really judge, and I don't really care about what a man's body looks like, and why people have a tendency to laugh at me because I dated people that were their body type was so extreme from mine that people found it laughable that I even dated said people because my body type was so extremely different from theirs that I was met with, like, laughter because it was insane. Like, some people were like, are you fucking crazy, you dated them? As much as I hate this person and they're a piece of shit, and like I said, hate's a strong word, but there are some people that I must say I'm sorry, and I say I'm sorry every day because hate is a strong word, but I genuinely hate only maybe 3 people in this entire world. And if I hate you, that's crazy. That means that you're really fucking annoying, or you must have done something really horrible to me. And whatever that is something that must not be spoken under the Son of God. Like, whatever you did had to be that bad. And those things were that bad. And most people would probably lose their sanity. And if I told you guys some of the things that have happened to me, you guys would be like, how are you still sane? And I question myself every day, how am I sane? But you know what, man? I'm happy that I've managed to push through these things. And I'm able, because I feel like, because I've dealt with so much hate, and I've experienced so much hate and dislike and bullying, that I feel like I can withstand the pressures of being a social media influencer. Because, like I said, if I were to blow up on YouTube or Twitch, I feel like I can withstand it a lot more than a normal person because the amount of suffering I've been through in my life. I can withstand a bit more than a normal person. Yes, I've been through a lot of pain and suffering. That doesn't mean that I should go through more pain and suffering, yes, because I don't want to go through more pain and suffering, but I can withstand more than a normal person because I've been through a lot more. Eat 5 small meals, exercise, old-fashioned. I vote melon party. Yes, melons. But yeah. But one of the things that I want from a relationship, and it makes me so happy if I can get these things, but it's very hard to get these out of some guys, and some guys really hate these things. And I know there's a lot of guys that do like these things, but I feel like the guys that do like these things, they don't really flock to me, like, because I look like an evil bitch. like I said, I have a resting bitch face. I talked about this on, I think, my vlog channel. I talked about how I have a resting bitch face, which I do. Um, People that have seen me, I wish Andros could talk right now, that he can't. But whenever I go on Twitch, Andros can vouch. Oh, let me make El a mod. I forgot to make El a mod. Here, El, you're a mod. But yeah, like I was saying, it just, I don't know, man. It's just, it's just weird, to be honest. Like, really weird. But the thing that I do want from a relationship is, I want a guy. I don't care if we don't go on dates very often. I'm not gonna ever bug a person to go on dates a lot because I don't really care, to be honest. As long as we get to cuddle, as cringe as this might sound, as long as we get to cuddle occasionally, you know, do certain things, if you know what I mean. You don't have to do it all the time, just a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? And like, watch a movie with me. I don't really care. We don't have to go out to dinner. You don't have to do all that fancy shit. We could just make dinner at the house and sit down and be in each other's presence. That's enough for me. We could just go to the park, sit down, eat a sandwich, and that'll be okay. We don't have to go to a fancy place and go get a steak every time it's dinner. We don't have to go to some wild place that we've never been to before. We don't have to fly across the damn country to go somewhere. You don't have to take me to expensive, insane places every time it's an anniversary. I don't give a shit. It's really not that serious. And then some people just assume that I like these things. It's crazy. But I don't. Like, if you want to do those things, and you really want to, that's perfectly fine. But I'm never gonna be like, hey, yo, babe, let's go get some steak at a steakhouse. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. And you're like, nah, bro. But if it's something real important, like, let's say a wedding anniversary or something, I might be a little bit more on the, let's go out and go do something a little bit different today. Let's go out and go do something a little bit crazy. Let's go and eat a good meal today. Let's go get a steak together, babe. How about we do that? Like, that's my type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's the only time I'll probably be like, yeah. Because on an anniversary, I feel like you should do a little bit more than you normally do when it's an anniversary. But if it's just a regular day, why go to the extremities? Why do we have to go out for fast food all the time? Why do we have to go do this? Why can't I just sit home, you know what I'm saying, cook a meal for us and just chill? Or he can cook a meal for us and just chill. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I want a man that likes to cook as much as I like to cook. I like to cook, I just don't like cooking for certain people. I'm gonna be honest, like, I like to cook. I know this sounds really fucking random and weird, but I like to cook, right? And a lot of people don't know I like to cook. Like, people in real life would say that I'm lying. And to them, I can understand why they feel like that's lying. Right? Because I don't like cooking for large groups of people. I prefer to cook for small groups or just myself or significant other, because that's, like, it's too many people to please personally, and I would only like to just please myself and or one other person. Because when you have to please multiple people, you have to deal with a lot of, this is not very good, or this is that, and this, that. But I know my food is good because I've cooked for my mother, and my mother said my food is excellent. And I've also cooked for a couple of friends, and they really enjoyed it. And I've also cooked for my brother, who enjoys my food and gets very excited whenever he finds out I'm cooking something. Crock-pot is key. I'm gonna have to get one of those. Hey, yo, question mark. Why the AO, Daisy? Did I say something sus? Ooh, yeah. 97. But yeah, I just want a relationship where, you know what I'm saying, we can work, we both bring stuff to the table. And like I said, I know what I bring to the table, and I can proudly say the things that I bring to the table. And that was something that I talked about. I was going to talk about on Spaced Out, and I was also going to make a little video on YouTube about, was people both man and women, need to stop saying, I am the table, or I bring dick to the table, or I bring, oh, that did sound weird as fuck. Okay, wait, pause. Not like, not please myself like that. Like, I'd rather make food that tastes good for me than make food to try to please the whole group. Like, oh, let's make food that suits everybody's taste. When if I make food for myself and my significant other, that's just two people I have to worry about. So I can go to an extreme with a significant other than go to an extreme with a group. But yeah, like I said, women and men need to both stop saying, oh, I am the table. Will I bring pussy to the table? Will I bring titties to the table? Will I bring fat ass to the table? Or I bring big dick to the table? Or I bring body? I don't give a fuck what you're bringing, as long as it's I don't give a fuck what you're bringing to the table, bitch. I don't care. It gotta be helpful, and it gotta be intelligible, because if it's not something that I can use, or something that we can both use together as a couple, you can get the fuck. And I don't want to hear no, oh, I bring money. Okay, is money gonna be useful? Yes, to a degree. But is it gonna keep our relationship together? No, because it's just fucking money, and using money to solve your problems. And using money to buy a relationship, and that's dumb. And people often get on my... It's crazy because some people that I know IRL are like people that don't care about how you feel unless it's money oriented. And it's crazy because when I tell people, yeah, bruh, I don't really like the things, and they're like, why don't you just have a guy buy it for you? And I'm like, why would I do that when I could just either wait, buy it myself, or just sit here and not have it because it's not that serious that I feel like I need to scam someone for it. It's fucking insane. I am the table, me, I run a foldable table. I'm the foldable table. That's crazy, I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. But nah, like, what I was gonna say, what I bring to the table, I can confidently say what I bring to the table. I'm not like other women where I'm just like, oh, and I'm not a pick me bitch either. I don't like that pick me shit. Well, I'm not like other girls, blah 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 blah. But I feel like that's also not a pick me statement at the same time. It's pick me, but not exactly actual conversation. You got to be able to have actual conversation and say what it is that you offer. You know what I'm saying? If you can't offer anything, then what is the purpose of a relationship if neither one of you can offer? Nobody wants to be in a place where they're not gaining anything. Now, there are some people, like myself, that are, sometimes they'll accept things. Kucha. Yeah, some people do say that. I'd be like, Kucha. And I'm like, nah, I couldn't do that. No, I'd be literally telling people, I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't actually do that. Like, if I actually had to do that, I would feel actually horrible. And I would think about it for the rest of my life. If I actually decided to do that shit, I'd be like, oh shit, dude, I'm down bad. That, like, I would be really scared. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's certain things that, like, I don't know. And like I said before on YouTube, now I'm the type of person that occasionally will protect their softness through a shell. But yeah. I feel bad because I'm taking care of them all the damn time. I mean, yeah, that's another way you would probably feel bad then too. Because that would be stressful. But personally, yeah. But I really, really would like to say what I bring to the table. What I bring to the table is, I would like to say that I bring comfort. I bring caring. I can cook. And I can clean, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be your fucking housewife, because I'm not nobody's slave, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that women that do housework are slaves, by any means, but to me personally, I would feel like a slave. Also, I would support financially, which I would bring that to the table as well. I would also bring creativity to the table. And creativity to me is something that's very, very important in any relationship. Now, there are some people that are not creative, and that's cool. And also bring imagination. Imagination is great in a relationship because if you can imagine things, you can get a lot of things done. And that's in my personal opinion. Not everybody has to agree. But if you're imaginative, that can help a lot. Like, you can imagine the future, you can imagine a wedding, which means if you can imagine those things, you can carry forth a lot in your relationship. Like told me, I'll put you through a table. LOL, just kidding. Someone's getting smacked down in their home. That's tough. Remember the one time I got smacked down through a table? W timing. Remember one time I almost fell off a balcony? That was crazy. That was actually crazy because I almost died. I was literally just hanging on. Like, I was just hanging on for dear life, bro. I was literally hanging on for dear life, bro. I've almost fell off a balcony and died like twice in my life. Like on some random shit. Like, I don't know why, but I've literally almost died twice. King of tables be me. King of throwing tables and smashing them over people's head. It do be L though. But yeah, like I said, I bring creativity, I bring comfort, I bring kindness, I bring understanding to the table. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I bring love and I bring my whole heart, you know what I'm saying, to the table. Because you got to be able to put your heart on the table. You got to be willing to, you know, let your heart take a little bit of damage. If things don't go right, you know, you got to let your heart take a little bit of damage, because that's how you understand things in life, and that's how you move forward. That's how you better, and that's how you know if something is right and if something is wrong, is if you get hurt a couple of times. And now I know what to look out for, and now I know what to avoid in a relationship. I also bring intelligence to the table, which is something that I feel is very important in a relationship. You both got to be intelligent. I personally find myself to be an intelligent woman. I think I'm very intelligent. I'm intelligent and creative, and both of those things combined can make both of us a fortune. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I would like to know what you bring to the table as well, so I'm gonna always ask the man what he brings to the table as well. But I know what I bring. Like I said, I'm helpful. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always give advice. Like I said, I can always bring good advice. You know what I'm saying? If my partner asks for advice, even if my partner doesn't ask for advice, if I feel like my partner's struggling and they're going through a hard time in life, I'm gonna always give them advice. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always be like, hey babe, I know that you're feeling some type of way right now, and I know that you probably might not want my advice, but would you like to hear what I gotta say about this? And I'd be like, okay, sure. Or they might say no, not right now, and I'd be like, okay, that's fine. But when you feel better, would you like to hear my advice? Or no? I don't mean to be pushy or, you know, up your ass, but I would like to help you if I can. You know what I'm saying? I would like to support you. Exactly, and respect goes a long way. You gotta have respect for your partner. You know what I'm saying? I bring respect to the table too. Because, like I said, I'm one of those people. If you respect me, I'll respect you. It's the golden rule. It's very simple. Respect your partner, and your partner will respect and value you more. You know what I'm saying? Because if I respect and value you, and then you disrespect me and disvalue me, then I'm not going to disvalue you, and I'm not going to respect you. Because you didn't respect me or value me. Dating older women is a bit easier. I understand, just like how I feel like dating men a little bit older than me is a lot easier than dating a man younger than me, because I dated a man younger than me and the motherfucker acted like a boy. So I'm kind of good on that. I'm not dating anybody younger than me ever again. So yeah, that's never happening again in life. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not dating a person younger than me ever again. I'm dating only men older than me, because I'm not doing that shit. That shit is crazy. Like, how are you going to be a grown man and act like a literal child? Like, that shit is crazy to me. And not all young people act like children. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, scars match scars. And that's the thing. If you have two trauma, like people that both have trauma in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Trauma makes trauma sometimes. Like, trauma will make trauma. If a person is traumatized, those traumatized individuals will sometimes traumatize other people. And that's kind of a problem too, that a lot of people didn't understand. If you're a traumatized individual, that doesn't mean that everybody else around you has to be traumatized as well. And that's the thing. Like, if you're dating a person and they were treated some type of way in the relationship, some people will instead of, like, they will exact that revenge that the other person put on them and put that on their person, their current partner, for no fucking reason at all. When their current partner could be the most loving, caring individual that has done nothing but give them joy and help them, and they choose to hurt this person because somebody else hurt them. And I find that type of shit pure insanity. Like, I understand, because I'm a person that's been through a lot of traumatic experiences in their life. I've been through a lot of traumatic experiences, but I would never enforce that type of trauma upon a person I'm in a relationship with. Now, another thing I feel like people should be able to do is tell your partner. You don't have to tell your partner everything if you don't feel comfortable. But if you want a secure relationship where you both trust each other, trust is key, and being able to tell your partner things is very important. Whether you feel like your partner, and I do, and I agree, trust me, I understand, because I'm also this way where I have a hard time trusting anyone. I don't like anybody calling me by my name. I don't like anybody calling me by my first name unless I trust you. And if you can call me by my first name, that means you have my trust, and that means I love you. If you can say my first name. If I never gave you the account to say my first name, and the reason I say that is because I let one person I dated call me by my first name, and this person disrespected me and disvalued me as a woman. So that person made me feel like that. Yeah, that's another thing that really pisses me off, and I'm tired of people saying this kind of stupid shit. Men can be abused just as much as a woman can be abused. It doesn't matter your gender. Anybody on this fucking earth can be abused. Anybody can be disrespected. Anybody can be hurt. Anybody can cry. Anybody can feel pain. So I'm tired of people saying stupid shit like, oh, men can't cry. Shut the fuck up. You're a pussy. If you say that, you yourself are a pussy. I don't care. If you feel like crying makes you a pussy, you're a pussy for even saying that shit. That makes me more mad than anything. Though I don't care about people crying, because everybody cries and it's natural. The only time I get annoyed with crying is if you're just crying over anything and it's just annoying. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. If you're just crying over stupid shit, then I get annoyed, because it's like, bitch, why are you crying? Like, I'm trying to be an asshole. That's like if you drop milk on the floor and you start crying. You're like, oh my god, my milk's on the floor. And that kind of shit irritates me. Like, I don't like crying for no reason. Like, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. But just crying because you're hurt and pain, everybody should be able to do that. And I had a partner that literally called me a pussy because I cried because they told me something serious about one of my family members, and I literally cried because I was so upset about this life-changing event, that my partner told me that I was a pussy and I should stop crying and it's not that serious because he lost somebody. Motherfucker, I'm sorry. I'm about to get agitated just thinking about this stupid shit. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. The crazy thing is, I've known this person half my life, and this person literally, and I swear, in our whole time of us being friends, they've only lost 2 people. I've lost a lot of people in my life, and you know what I'm saying, I feel a lot of pain, but I don't inflict that upon other people. You know what I'm saying? I don't be like, oh, I've lost this many people, so you can't cry because I didn't cry. That's fucking dumb. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody should be able to cry, and it shouldn't be something that you should just attack people for crying. That's fucking psychotic, to be honest with you. Like, if you're saying that, or saying, oh, women are supposed to be warriors like men. And, you know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody's a warrior in their own right. We're a disposable gender. I'm not gonna lie, I do agree, and a lot of women would probably go off on me on a psychotic level for saying this, but I feel like a lot of women, not all women, and I know this because I'm the reason I'm not gonna say all women is obviously I'm a woman my damn self, and I know Daisy doesn't feel this way, and Daisy's a woman herself as well. And I know we both probably don't feel like this. I'm not gonna speak for everyone, but I know that Daisy probably feels the same way I do. When I say that men are often, like, when it comes to emotional, men are also often treated as disposable beings if they can't hold the straight face, or they can't, you know what I'm saying, they can't stay stone-faced in serious situations without crying, or if they, you know what I'm saying, they show emotion, they're often disposed of. Not literally, now sometimes it's literally, but not literally. Like, yeah, blanket terms and blanket statements is crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, that kind of shit gets me irritated. If a person can't be, like, upfront with me, like, I don't want to hear it, bruh. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I don't always tell you guys, be upfront. Am I tweaking right now? And I always say that on stream too. I always ask chat, am I tweaking right now? Because there be times where I be like going off, and I'll think about it, and I'm like, damn, I'm probably going off for no goddamn reason right now. Chat, am I tweaking? And sometimes Shadow hit me with it, yeah, you tweaking. Am I gonna lie? And sometimes I'm like, nah, you're good, I understand. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, you also need to be able to correct and understand yourself too, because if you can't do that, then that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's crazy, gang. You know what I'm saying? That's like actually crazy if you can't do that. And like I said, I know where I've done wrong in my life, and I don't care because I've accepted everything that I've done wrong in my life. A person cannot say anything that'll make me feel less of how I feel of myself right now. You know what I'm saying? There are things that I feel bad about myself, but it's not something that another person can make me feel bad about. It's just something that I naturally feel bad about myself on one of those levels. But it's not like one of those things where it's like, oh, well, Uni did this when she was this. No, I'm not going to feel bad because, like I said, if I've grown from something and I'm mature from something and I know what I did was wrong, I'm not going to feel some type of way about it because I know what I did was wrong. And opinions can change, which is why when people change their opinions later in the future after getting more information or finding out more about a situation, I'm not going to feel upset with those people because opinions change with maturity. Maturity changes people. And people need to understand that you can't just hate somebody all your life because they did one thing when they were a kid or they were misinformed about a situation, so they prematurely chose a side. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's prematurely chosen a side. Now, some people are just prefer to stay neutral. Now, neutral individuals, they're going to always be neutral. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If you know a neutral person, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Neutral individuals are very neutral at all times. They've been like this since they were a child the majority of the time. They've probably never had a situation like that. Those are the only people that I can say that have probably never had a situation where they've chosen a side prematurely, because neutral individuals are uncomfortable with, you know, confrontation and things of that nature. Like, some people don't like change, so that's why they prefer to be neutral, because they don't like conflict and they don't like, you know what I'm saying, change and things of that nature. Now, if you're a confronting individual like myself, I'm either confronting or passive. I will switch into either of those. I'll either be passive or confront. There is no neutral for me. Well, I'm not gonna say there is no neutral, because there are times when I will be neutral. The only time I'm ever neutral is when it's something between two friends, or if it's something between family. Now, the only time I'm not neutral between two friends is if I know there's a side that is very clearly wrong and I want them to understand what they did was wrong. Because I'm not a friend that's gonna let you continue to fuck up your life. Now, if I see you doing something that's fucking you up, I'm gonna call you and let you know that you're fucking up in life right now. You need to correct yourself before you destroy yourself. And I'm gonna always do that because I'm a good friend. I would like to believe I'm a good friend. I don't know how my friends feel about me, but I personally feel like I do the right thing on terms of making sure my friends are good and making sure, you know, family's good. You know what I'm saying? I always make sure everybody's good. I call people, I text people, ask them, are they okay? You know what I'm saying? Austin side, anyone else? It do be like, nah, I'm not gonna lie, I do be like that sometimes with Austin, I'm not gonna lie. Because he be doing stupid shit. He be having you like, damn. I know you're just joking. I'm joking too, Lucky. They're like, nah. I'm pretty sure if Austin was here right now, he'd be like, no, like, you guys really don't be listening. The only time I was ever like, bro, Austin was with the situation with, I can't remember her name. That shit was crazy, bro. I remember he was on stream doing that, bro. I was like, dog. Oh my god. If y'all follow me on Twitch, y'all see we've had some crazy clips of people at T-Misty do some crazy shit on stream. I've done crazy shit on stream. I think one of the funniest clips on my entire channel, it's crazy because the funniest clip on the channel is me getting angry at a video game. And I just thought it was funny because a lot of people don't know that backstory. People are like, damn, she's just getting mad at a game. It's not that serious. No, I was playing Call of Duty for over 14 hours trying to win a championship, made it to the finals each time, and then died. And it made me angry. Like, I was very upset. Yeah, he was on the phone with another girl while talking to his girlfriend. That, like, what the fuck? I was okay, dude. Like, and the funny thing was, his ex was just sitting there like, okay, like, like she knew that this was the type of life she signed up for. She's like, yeah, I knew he was like this. I'm gonna just sit here and wait for him to finish talking to the other girl. Oh my god. Oh, that was something too that I thought about. Another thing that I would like to tell a partner, I feel like partners should be able to understand that some people do have, you know, some people have a little bit of issue. Like, I have like, I feel like at this point I'm starting to think that this is a tick because it's just very random. Oh my god, yes, yes, yes. Oh, remember, yeah, I did. I got mad at GTA Tennis. I haven't, okay, I have an explanation for that. So, me and Austin, per usual, like we normally do, we're playing GTA online. And we were in a server and we started playing tennis. So what ended up happening was I was beating the shit out of Austin at tennis in GTA because I was like, oh my god, at tennis in GTA, which I was. But then I started glitching and lagging, and I got mad, and I started going the fuck off because it felt like the game was cheating me. Because, well, like even LaTroy saw, I literally swung the tennis racket and the ball went through the racket, and I got mad. I was like, nah, that's some bullshit, and he literally got a W off that. I was like, that's some bullshit. I was like, nah. So I was mad at GTA for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've live streamed GTA since. Like I've actually been done with GTA for a minute. I was kind of heated. That's not the reason why I stopped playing GTA. I just overall just, you know, floated away from GTA over time because I kind of got bored of GTA. If I'm being honest, I started playing shooting games a lot more, which I've always played shooting games, but I got more interested in it. What I also says, I feel like I have a sometimes I feel like this is a tick, and I'm gonna go to the doctor about it because I feel like this is a tick, and I don't know what it is, but it's really irritating kind of to me. Cause like I always like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like this weird shit with my hand. Like I just reach out and grab, and I do this randomly, and I can't control it. Like it's just fucking weird. I don't know why I do that shit. I've been doing this since I was a kid. I just reach out and grab randomly, and I do it really fast, and it hurts my hands. But it's like really random. I don't know why I do this. I don't know if it's because no, I wouldn't say it's because I've been drinking caffeine because, like I said, it's been happening since I was a kid, so I don't know what it is. It might just be something with my nerves, maybe, but I don't know what the fuck's going on with this. This has been happening for a while, and it's kind of bothersome. It just feels weird, too. Like, now my bone feels weird. Like, it feels like I gotta, how do I explain it? When you need to crack your hands or some shit. That's what I feel like right now. I need to crack my hands, if that makes sense. But yeah. Like I said, at 8 o'clock, we're going to do an art stream. Not on YouTube, but on Twitch. Hold on. I'm going to send something in chat for those of you. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it or not, but I'm going to send something for y'all in chat. Here you go, chat. That is my Twitch channel. Right there. So if you want to follow me on Twitch and see me do art streams and stuff like that, then you're more than welcome to follow me on Twitch and look at my art streams, because I always do art streams and stuff like that. Not always. I used to do them all the time. I might not have a mic on this stream. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I might not have a mic on because I occasionally with art streams will not have a mic on, and I'll just have music playing in the background and things like that, which the music does be very loud. So I'm gonna warn you right now, turn your volume down because for some reason the music automatically ups itself. So yeah. And by the end of this stream, I do want you guys, I'm gonna let the YouTube people and I'm gonna tell the people on Twitch, I'm gonna write it at the top hand corner on the canvas, that the people on the relationship stream chose what the animation was going to be. So I'm going to figure out what the animation is going to be. And the reason I'm starting stream at 8 o'clock is so I can have an hour to write down the stuff that's important for it. And then I'm going to do the stream. And the stream might not be that long. Now the animation process is going to be the longer stream because it's going to be me animating. But I think I said what I brought to the table, what I thought was necessary in a relationship, and I would overall like the relationship to be serene. Obviously, no relationship is perfect. There's going to be arguing occasionally, as every relationship. Everybody argues, everybody gets mad at each other, and things of that nature. So, you're going to have to worry about a little bit of arguing here and there, which I personally don't really like arguing because it makes me frustrated, and I'm going to be honest, I can't really hold an argument that long without snapping, because I don't really like arguments that much. I would just prefer to just try to hash it out before getting, because I don't like getting annoyed. Like, I don't like conversations that kind of go in circles. If a conversation goes in circles, I start getting agitated, because I feel like my point's not getting across, and then your point is also not getting across, because we're going in circles. So I feel like neither one of us are listening to each other at that point, so that's getting me mad. So I'm like, okay, fuck it, we might as well not talk at this point. And that's kind of how I am. If I feel like nobody's listening to each other, we're just sitting there arguing, and there's no listening at all, I'll just be like, okay, let's not talk at all. Fuck it. And I know that's kind of toxic, but at the same time, it's kind of a way to diffuse an argument, because I feel like talking in circles and just being angry is stupid, if that makes sense. I just feel like it's dumb. So instead of us just arguing in circles, how about we do something else? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just arguing in circles, how about we just do something else instead of arguing in circles? I just feel like that's a lot better. I feel like some people would find it toxic, but I feel like it's not toxic, because I feel like if you cut off a conversation before it reaches toxicity, it's good. Because I feel like that's my way to solve it. If I feel like nobody's point is getting across and nobody's listening to each other, I'll just be like, hey, how about we just wrap this shit up? Let's not talk about it, and we'll come back to it later when we're both cool and not angry no more. And like, some partners don't understand that, and they'll make you more angry, and this is why I'm happy that I'm out of the relationship that I was in, because I had a partner that whenever I would say, okay, yeah, let's take a break, oh, you're gonna go cheat, you're a whore, and all this other crazy shit, and I accepted it for the longest, and then it got to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this shit, this is fucking toxic and it's psychotic. And I'm not gonna lie, I played a role in that. I'm not gonna say that I'm the most, like, you know what I'm saying, serene person, because I've played a part in a toxic relationship. I've said psychotic shit in a relationship, and I'm not gonna use my age as an excuse either, because I was very young though in those relationships. But at the same time, I'm not gonna say that that justifies it, because some of the stuff that I said in the relationship was not justifiable. I did say fucked up things occasionally, like go fuck yourself, all this other shit. And then I had a partner that would always threaten me with S word whenever we would break up, and then that would make me feel like I wanted to S word, because my partner, not to be triggering, because I know that's triggering for some people, not to be triggering, but that would make me feel like I wanted, like, it would make me like feel down, because it made me feel like, oh, I just made somebody feel like they wanted the S word because I wanted to have time to myself, or I wanted to leave this person because I felt like the relationship was getting too toxic. Every time I would try to leave, it would be something pulling me back, like, oh, I'm an S word if you leave, and all this shit. And then it got to the point where I did respond, like, when I got really, really tired of the relationship, I'd be like, okay, then do it then. Like, I was trying to be an asshole, like, I wasn't wanting him to actually do it, but it was just the fact that I was getting very tired of you using that as an excuse for me to stay. Like, oh, I'm an S word if you leave me, and shit like that. And also because it was destroying my mental health, it was deteriorating. And that's, like I said, it's not an excuse, and I probably should have never said that. It was really fucked up. And I mean, he told me that before. Not to justify, but it's just crazy. And also the fact that he threatened to leak my pictures that he took without my consent to people at my school. So that's crazy. But because, like, it just... Also, don't do nudes. Don't send nudes either. That's psychotic. Just don't do that, because then you run the risk of people either leaking your shit, or holding, or trying to, or your partner, whenever you want to leave your partner because the relationship's toxic, they're gonna try to use that they're gonna hold that over your head and try to blackmail you practically all your life. Oh, if you don't give me this, or if you don't go back with me, or if you don't do this, I'ma leave, and blah blah blah. And that's just very toxic. Like, I just don't like that kind of shit. And, like, there have been times where I've said, oh, I want to kill you. And, like, I don't mean, like, I'd actually kill them, because I don't feel like I can literally kill anyone. Like, that's just crazy. But, like, you know, everybody in the heated moment says crazy shit. Because I've said a bunch of psychotic shit in the heated moment. And a lot of people told me, like, when I was younger, especially when I was a little kid, I'd be like, I'll fucking kill you, blah, blah, blah. And, like, little kids say shit like that. And then, like, your parents often tell you, yeah, don't say shit like that. People are going to think that you actually mean what you say. Which, you know... like I always say, to an outsider's perspective, shit's gonna seem like crazy as fuck because they don't know what's going on inside of the bubble. They're only looking out from the outside of the bubble. And like I said, I've done toxic things, and I regret the things that I've done because I'm matured as a person, and I now see those things as toxic as fuck. Like, and like while I was in my first relationship, when I was in that relationship for a while, I was in that relationship for a long time, years of just straight toxicity. At the beginning, I felt like he was toxic at the beginning, but I felt like I was a little bit more toxic because I was so young. I didn't really know what a relationship was. 'Cause I just jumped straight into an actual relationship without ever dating in my life. Like, I've dated, but it wasn't like true dating because it was just like, oh, we just liked each other and then we just broke up because things didn't feel right for us. So we just broke up because, you know how kids are. And I started dating when I was like 11, which, don't date young. I'm telling you this right now. If you're a kid watching this, please do not date young. Like, it's down, like, that's down tremendous. I was down astronomically when I dated this person. At first, they were my best friend, and I liked them, and I appreciated them. And I was friends with another girl. I think I was like a year older than her, or 2 years older than her, because our parents were friends. And because of her, I met this person. And now, as an adult, I regret meeting this person, but at the same time, I don't regret meeting them, because if I didn't meet them, I wouldn't have felt the suffering that I did, and if I didn't feel the suffering that I did, I wouldn't understand how to deal with these types of situations, and I wouldn't know how to avoid these types of situations either. Because now that I've dated this person and I've met this person, I know how to avoid these type of people. I know what to look for now. But I do regret meeting this person in some regard, because I would have never had to feel this pain. I would have never had to feel this emotional devoidance that I felt at the time, and I wouldn't have had to feel, you know what I'm saying, social anxiety. I gained social anxiety from the person I was in a relationship with, and also from the people at my high school gave me social anxiety like a motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie. I know this has nothing to do with well, technically this has something to do with relationships because I'm talking about the past relationship. And I just wanted to say this to YouTube because I feel like YouTube doesn't know, because, you know what I'm saying, I mostly have these conversations with my Twitch chat, but I feel like I should tell YouTube as well. But like I said, I've been through a lot relationship wise, and I don't really like, you know what I'm saying, just going on a thing like, oh, blah, blah. And like I said, I was cringy and I was weird when I was a kid. I used to get mad at odd shit. And, like, I also didn't like at first, when I was younger, because of the amount of stuff that I'd seen when I was a kid. And like I said, that doesn't justify the way I acted in any way, shape, or form, because I used to do a lot of weird shit. But when I was with this person, at first, in the beginning, like I said, I felt like I was a toxic person. I was an 11-year-old dating a 14-year-old. No, I was 11-year-old dating a 13-year-old. So I was 11-year-old dating a 13-year-old. And I know some of you are like, holy shit, ew, disgusting, age gap crazy. The age gap's not that big, but like at the time, I'm not gonna lie, it does seem weird as fuck because the person has a little bit more of experience over you. But like, as an adult, like that age gap in adults isn't crazy. Like, I feel like adults can date at any age gap they want with another adult. And my partner wasn't an adult, they were a teenager. I wasn't a teenager though, but they were a teenager and I wasn't. I mean, like, the age gap was like, I think like 3 years, almost 3 years, like 2 years and a half. Like, it wasn't insane, but some people, you know, would see the age gap and be like, yikes, you know what I'm saying? But I was 11 or 13-year-old, and like all I know from relationships was from movies. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like all I knew about relationships from movies and what I seen firsthand as a child. So from that, I went into the relationship and I thought that, hey, maybe he's going to cheat and he's going to do these fucked up things, so how about I don't feel like he should talk to the girls and be friends with them, and I don't feel like I should be friends with guys either, because what if that makes me a bad person? So I would literally just have both of us not talk to people. And I know that sounds psychotic, because like as an adult that looks like isolation and it's crazy, but as in my kid brain, I'm like, that's gonna prevent cheating. But that's not gonna prevent cheating, because if they want to cheat, they're gonna cheat anyway, and they're gonna cheat behind your back, and you're not gonna know. So that's fucking stupid. As an adult, that's some dumb shit, and I would tell my younger self, damn, you're dumb as fuck. Like, why the fuck would you do that? That's stupid as fuck. And I figured that out within a year, and I stopped doing that. I was like, you should have whatever friends you want. I don't mind you being friends with someone. And like, it wasn't even a year. I think it was like a couple of months, like almost a year in our relationship. I was like, nah, I think this is dumb. and fucked up, and then like my significant other is a psychopath. Like whenever my friends would ask me, "Oh, do I look good in this? Do you think I look attractive?" They weren't asking that because they liked me. They asked me that because they wanted my personal opinion. I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I think you look really good. You look cute," and stuff like that. He'd be like, "Oh, that's cheating because you called another man or another woman cute." I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, so now I can't give personal opinions out or say that a person's attractive. That doesn't mean that I want to fucking date them because I said that they look good. That's fucking weird. You say that you literally said, like, the crazy thing is he literally said a woman was sexy, but if I say a man is sexy, that's crazy. Like, that's out of pocket all of a sudden. But that's what I mean by, like, some people don't follow the rules that they want to set in a relationship. They want the other partner to follow those rules, but they don't want to follow them themselves. And that shit is crazy. Like, I don't want to date a partner that's like that. I just never want to date a person that acts like that person ever again in my life, or a person that acted like the other person ever again either. Okay, sorry. But yeah, like I said, I'm not dating people that act like that ever again. At first, I was gonna never date again, which I still kind of like. I'm in between with dating, but I want a person, like I said, that can give my life adventure, and I can give their life adventure, and we can do sweet things without having to doing too overbearing things and have to do things that are too extreme for our liking, or things that are too much and that spread discomfort in our relationship. I want to do something entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. I want to actually do stuff with this person. I want to be able to lay in the bed at night and feel warmth of another person. I want to be able to watch TV with another person. As simple as stupid as that sounds, that's what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to eat with my partner, show my cooking off to my partner, show my baking off to my partner. You know what I'm saying? Just things of that nature, like, you know, just things that a relationship has. We, like I said, we don't have to go anywhere extreme. We could just sit at home and watch TV. We could go to a movie together. We could sit at home and watch a movie on the TV. You know what I'm saying? We really never have to do anything too crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's personally what I want out of a relationship. That's what I want out of a relationship. That's what I want to get. Like I said, body type doesn't matter. Height doesn't really matter. Dick size doesn't really matter. It's really your energy when it comes to the sexual game. It really just it comes to your energy. You can have a small dick, but if you give off that savage energy, that's gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? People don't care about that small dick. You can have a big dick and then have no energy at all, and then make a woman feel like, damn, I don't really, or even a man, if you can make them feel like, damn, bro, like, you're not into this, bro. Your energy's kind of off, so that's throwing me off, and that's making me not want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how I feel about relationships, and that's what I want out of a relationship. Personally, I just want comfort. I want to feel safe in my relationship, and I want to feel like this is what I'm here for. I don't want to feel like, oh damn, I'm just in a relationship for no reason. I want a person that I could eventually settle down with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person that's in a relationship for quickness. I'm in a relationship. When I'm in a relationship, I want it for a long haul. If I could save that relationship, I will try everything in my power to save a relationship. Now, if your partner clearly doesn't want to save a relationship, that means they didn't love you or they didn't care in the first place. Or they see the toxicity. Not all the time. Not all the time if a person doesn't want to save the relationship that they don't love you, that didn't love you in the first place. But some people, that's a clear sign that they didn't want the relationship, or they don't care about the relationship anymore. That means you need to let go, or they don't love you anymore. Or some people, they didn't love you in the first place. And sometimes some people will see the toxicity before you see it. Like, sometimes I could see the toxicity before the other person could see it, and I just gave up on a relationship. I didn't want to fix it anymore because I saw the toxicity. And if you have a delusional partner, that can be very, very fucking hard to get across to them and relate to them that the relationship is over and this is toxic and we can't fix it. A delusional person will sometimes feel like, oh damn, like, the relationship is Gucci. There's nothing wrong with our relationship by any means. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy to me. But yeah, that's sorry. That's it for for this because I gotta go and get ready for the other stream. But I hope you all really enjoyed this stream, and I hope you had a great time, and I hope that you all will show up to the later stream, the art stream later. I'm gonna start up a storyboard, but before we end the stream, I want to ask you guys a question. What should we animate on stream? What should we do to, like, what should we animate on stream for our animation project for Twitch? What should we do? If you don't know, chat, that's perfectly fine. I'll what I'll do is I'll just ask Team Mystic. I'll let Team Mystic pick, if you guys don't have an idea. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream, and then in an hour or two, I'm gonna go on Twitch, do a Twitch stream. I haven't live streamed in about, I haven't live streamed almost a couple, like a day. I think a solid day. So I'm gonna stream on Twitch, and I'm gonna show you guys the process. This is part 1 of the animation process. I'm gonna try my best to like color, do all of that, get all the still frames ready, and then we're gonna do the actual animation progress for tablet on there. And as soon as we're finished, I'm gonna talk for a little bit after when we do the second part. The second part, we're gonna do that tomorrow. So yeah. With that being said, I love you, chat. I hope you're all doing well. I know we can't raid on YouTube, so that's fine. So since we can't do those things, that's okay. So yeah, I love you, chat. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all have a great time, and after this stream, I hope you all have a great night. If it's tonight, I hope you have a great evening. If it's an evening for you, I hope you have a great morning. If it's morning for you. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end the stream, and we're gonna do the framework stream later at around 8 p.m. Central Time, which is my time. So you can go look up what 8 p.m. Central Time is for your time, and that's when stream will start. So if you're in California and you're watching this, it's going to be the time it is now. It's gonna be 6 o'clock for you when I start streaming. So with that being said, chat, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream. I hope you all have a great time, and I'll see you guys on Twitch later with the art framing stream, part 1 of the animation series. Bye. Well, sorry, I forgot to say my famous line that I always say. Uni space is out.